Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto News, the crypto news channel. Today, I want to tell you that you are not ready. You are not ready for what awaits you for the coming year in the world of crypto and on Ethereum. I have something to tell you. We will also talk about the saving of cryptocurrencies by users. Keeping cryptocurrencies on a wallet. I think most people aren't ready to. There's a news story that just came out that I find mind-blowing about a Bitcoin developer being hacked. We will also talk about taxation on crypto and many other topics. So stay tuned until the end of the video. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any video. Every day the best of crypto news. Let's talk about the price of cryptocurrencies today. We have a Bitcoin at $16,600. We have an Ether at $1,200. The market is almost stable. Let's move on to cryptocurrency news right away. I wanted to talk to you about a Bitcoin developer, Luke Jr., a very well-known developer. He just published something quite mind-blowing. He said his PGP key, so it's a key that secures a number of things, including some of these cryptocurrencies, has been hacked and a lot of these Bitcoins have been stolen. He has no idea how this could have happened and he asks for help. He even tagged the FBI at one point. Some would say that is quite ironic. A Bitcoin developer finally appeals to the authorities for help. But hey, I find it amazing. It's that we find ourselves facing someone who is among the most competent people, we will say, in the crypto ecosystem from a technical point of view, and who cannot secure these cryptocurrencies himself by keeping the keys. In fact, as is what is recommended, I keep saying it on this channel, you should not keep all of these cryptos on an exchange because there is still the risk of bankruptcy. We have seen it with FTX, or it gets stolen, and the safest solution is to secure them yourself. I am really a fan of that. But when I see this stuff, I think to myself, but if a Bitcoin developer can't secure his keys, who can secure his keys? It worries me a little, honestly. So there I saw this news. I said to myself, it's sad in fact. Afterwards, that does not mean that it is necessary and not at all to secure oneself. I think there are always good ways to do it, but we can see that the slightest mistake can really cost a lot. And Luke Jr., it cost him a priori at least 200 Bitcoin. It's an estimate because he said here, I think that part of the Bitcoins arrived at this address, which is a mixer address. It allows you to mix the Bitcoins to anonymize them. We don't have the details of how his key was hacked, but it says in the replies to the tweet that some time ago one of his servers was hacked. So we don't have the details, but I encourage people to keep the cryptocurrencies on his own wallet, either with a lightweight, with a multi-sig, or with a MetaMask. Now let's talk about a very interesting podcast, Bull Case for Ethereum, with Justin Drake, who is a researcher for the Foundation and Ethereum. He really talks about the best possible case for Ethereum, when it will be worth much more than now. It's really very biased on the future of Ethereum, there is no doubt at this level. I wanted to bring out information that I found very interesting. Justin Drake talks to us about ZK Rollup, Level 2 solutions that use zero-knowledge proof technology. One think this is the future of Level 2 solutions, to have very low transaction costs on Rollup solutions, to really have a lot of transactions per second that can circulate on the Ethereum network. But until now, the problem with these Level 2 solutions is that its Level 2 solution on the network is a separate blockchain isolated from the other Level 2 solutions. If you have an application on Arbitrum, it cannot communicate instantly with a solution on Optimism. These are two different blockchains that are ultimately linked to Ethereum, but they are not linked to each other. What Justin Drake tells us, with solutions ZK Rollup, there is a way for blockchains to communicate with each other. We can imagine, for example, an exchange aggregator. You make a transaction on an aggregator and you are looking for the best price on each of the level solutions two most suitable. It can make transactions from one to the other. It can really aggregate the liquidity on its Level 2 solutions. It would be something incredible. It remains theoretically possible. For the moment, we have not yet seen this type of solution in production, but it happens. And that is very good news for Ethereum. And I think that in the year 2023, it will continue to develop. I remind you of the Ethereum March roadmap. We should have the Shanghai update, which should allow withdrawals from the Bitcoin chain, so removing the ethers that are currently stacked in the short term. This could lead to some selling pressure on the Ethereum network. But for me it's okay, it shouldn't change much. This is good news for the network. Everyone has been waiting for this for a long time, and it also allows to have the right price of the Ethereum price. And in the end, I think it should not impact the Ethereum network too much. The other update that should come a little later, we're talking about May or so for the Cancun EIP 4844 update, allowing the Tier 2 solutions I told you about to develop further. They will be able to have a lot more space available to store transactions, and this should further drastically reduce transaction fees on the Ethereum network. It is still a preparation for the bull market. We are building during the bear market the next to the space available for the next bull market to have a lot of transactions with very low transaction costs. This is what also led to the launch of other Level 1 solutions. We are thinking of the Binance Smart Chain. We are full of users who wanted to trade and who fell back on these other blockchains given the transaction fees. So it is something positive about Ethereum. This is what I wanted to tell you about what is coming soon. And so we must remain attentive on this subject. I also wanted to tell you about the exchanges. We have reached the lowest level of volume since December 2020. We had not seen such a low level for more than 2 years now. At the time, Bitcoin had just passed $20,000. It comes to us from an analysis of the block. They actually say that the volume is very low and it is normal in the middle of the bear market. It is normal to have fewer people interested in cryptos on the exchanges. We can see it also on social networks. There are less activities. Let's talk now about taxation with tax loss harvesting. It's something that is done a lot in the United States. I wanted to talk to you about something that is achieved with NFTs, and which can also be achieved with other cryptos, is to take advantage of your latent capital losses so as not to pay too much tax. We will take the example of an NFT, but it can be the same on cryptos. You have made more than 100% capital gain and you have sold it. As a result, you have a gain and you owe that must be taxable. But suppose, if you bought $1,000 NFT and now it is worth nothing because it is a completely failed collection and your NFT is worth nothing. The problem is, you can't deduct that NFT until you sell it. You absolutely have to sell it to someone. Then you can do some tinkering. But hey, if you want to do things properly, there's a site called Unsellable that buys your worthless NFTs. You have a $4 charge plus gas charges. But why would people do that? So they do it to compensate, i.e., when you have a gain, you can compensate with a loss by selling your NFT. Same for cryptos. There are people who do this regularly before the end of the year to take advantage of all this. After that, you have to check with a tax lawyer. If it is feasible in your country, does it also allow you to not pay taxes? But let's say it's widely used in the United States. And finally, there is the news around Binance and Voyager. Voyager, it is a company like Celsius that went bankrupt in North America. Binance.us wanted to buy this company. They won the auction. But a priori it is possible that the deal will not be made, because there is still a committee which can still block this acquisition. The Committee Foreign Investment, which analyzes all the foreign investments made in the United States. And it checks if there are no risks associated with this investment, which is linked to a foreign power. That's what I could say today about crypto news. Hope you enjoyed the content. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and like the video.